I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Oh, really now, Monami? What do you mean?
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this?
Because it's Monokuma we're talking about? That's how it happens.
We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this.
Yeah? You want me to engrave it in my heart so I'm ready for this trial, Monami?
Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Why would that matter? This game's really nice on its save policy. Alright, Hajime. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence? Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
Of course, you threw a weird question out there.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
But that would have broken the 2-kill limit, so no.
If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Oh, so that's why you're bringing it up.
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Why, do you want to be dead?
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
So you're saying that wouldn't stop the killer? Someone who'd think that far ahead, they'd do all 3 murders to match it completely?
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Huh. She's
But
held up
Hyoko's
by
body
tape.
was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
I mean, wouldn't it also be because if you shot him with arrows, there'd be no way to hide the body from the first cover?
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete.
Why? Because the killer didn't... They half-assed it, basically?
If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
Oh.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
Yeah, why do you... Well, I mean, why do you think that, Mikan?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
I'm almost positive that she actually, is the only one who wanted to play instruments besides Ibuki, if I remember. Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
It almost sounds like Hyoko went there to play drums to calm down or have fun, and she stepped in the middle of someone else's murder and got killed as a result.
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
I'm really confused how the last hamster there can even be on that. Why Hyoko went to the music venue. If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost. I agree, but I mean, I think she stomped in, because that's why the drumstick was broken in half. I think she plays the drums. Now, for funsies is probably the truth, and I doubt she's good at it, but whatever. Blood on the soles, motel room key, scrap of thin paper. Yeah.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
I think we do if it's for...
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe.
I don't think that's it.
She went of her own free will.
No? Can't agree to that one? Okay.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Oh, I got it!
I agree with
Because
that.
she had the key on her when she died, so she had to have gone on her own choice.
It's just as Sonia said.
Ah, thank
She
God I
went to the
figured it
music venue
out.
of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
I did remember you telling me that before.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
Yeah, someone asked for their help.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
I don't know about that. It was hidden in her kimono when she died.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Oh, what?
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
What do you mean? Oh, that you think she got abducted?
This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Because you're wrong, Akane.
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Alright, give me some facts then, Akane. Let's go, it's a sword duel. Rebuttal showdown. Step ladder candle, smudge on the floor. Alright, let's go.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down!
Cross swords. I failed. Okay.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I guess we somehow
But
got through, huh?
Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
Yeah, how could he have put it there?
It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
Okay.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Wow, there was two
There's no
fucking
reason for the killer to
exceptions?
put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
The killer probably didn't even
Hold
know they had a
on.
key in the
Try
first place.
remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh, I fucked it up.
Crap!
Her kimono was
Hold
messed-
on. Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
God,
Allow me to cut
I think
through those
Sonya
words.
talked about how it was tied backwards, and that she didn't know how to tie her
The
kimono
reason
in the first
Hyoko's
place.
kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, she doesn't know how to tie the back.
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
Aww.
That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
So that's why she was there.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Alright, calm down, Akane.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Alright, Kazuuchi, shut up, please. You're not helping. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
That's true.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
See, the thing is, both of them are very defensive right now.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Jesus, Gundam, getting angry here.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
Well, she was the most, I guess, vulnerable there when she went to go fix her kimono.
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
What, that she walked in when the killer was there?
Coincidence?
Like she was like an extra murder?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
I mean, that's possible. It's, I guess, very possible.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation.
What, so you think that Hiyoko was killed, like, early in the morning? And then as a result, I walked to get to the video thing was already blinking on, and I got there after Hiyoko died, but before Ibuki committed suicide.
Killed Hiyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
I mean, I could see that as a valuable reason.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
And as a result, compensated by making some half-assed imitations.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do?
Probably just kill Ibuki in her hazed state.
They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Well, they'd probably make her look like she hung herself.
Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Is he gonna stay quiet because we're so close?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Whew, Nagito, you bag of mixed treats here.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
What, you think she was coaxed into it?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
To be fair, there's no bloody footprints anywhere.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Really? Freaking okay.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
I mean, he might have some other answers. Give him a sec. No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Like, it's a good point. Her slippers are suddenly covered in blood. Like, after the fact? Are you telling me that the killer switched slippers with her?
This is strange? What's strange?
It's easily possible that another person who had hospital access killed them. I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the stepladder? There would be blood all over that.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
So it would be after the fact that they switched the flip-flops with her?
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
You're also a chosen ultimate, but okay. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up a suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komieda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb.
Well, that's not the argument. The argument is that someone switched shoes with her.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
What, that was pre-recorded?
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
What, are you trying to say that someone put on the thing, faked the walking up the ladder, and then committed all the other murders? I mean...
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
True. Just as I thought. It comes down to that. The mystery surrounding the incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
Well, fuck.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
Thanks, guys. I guess I'm gonna have to full dive in. If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one that can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw the video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Oh, strange. Spot selection? Ooh. Suspicious spot. Well, the hemp bag was covering her face. Based on what I saw in the video, I don't think that looks suspicious. Oh wait, isn't there blood on this?
Here!
Yeah, there's supposed to be blood on that.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
The stepladder should have had blood on it.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier.
You know what's also extremely possible? Is that it was recorded, and whoever talked about it not having a record feature lied. The fact is that it fell over, it was smashed. It was probably recorded. He probably recorded it the night he was recording it, and then he freaked out when Hiyoko came in, and he caused it to smash. And as a result, he then killed her, causing that blood splatter to be there, and then having to clean it up. He probably, because it explains so much stuff after the fact. Once the stepladder, if you take the stepladder and you put it on the floor, the blood splatter, the wiped mark, the placement of people, none of it makes sense unless she walked in on him as he did it, and then was killed as a cover for the thing.
It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side,
the camera-facing side, there was blood.
There was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
Exactly.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Which is why I think it's recorded.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 stepladders?
What, someone would have 2 stepladders on standby?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
In the theater?
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right?
Are you saying someone took the time to, like, film it somewhere else? Like in the hospital, maybe? Ibuki's death, and then brought the body to the music venue? Because there was that dark room upstairs, especially with the projector.
That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime, it's that thing, the place where the killer did something. Okay, Hangman's Gambit, I guess. What's the difference between the video and the place? It was dark. Nope. I'm trying to figure out what the first letter is. Okay. Oh, film? Film? Filming. Got it. Filming. Shit, I needed that eye, didn't I? Alright, got the O. I'm just waiting for another O to show up. I need an N now. Alright, give me an N. Here we go. Got it. Filming location.
I got it!
So it is, maybe it was a recording. Maybe somebody, what, they projected it?
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
Yeah, the curtain would match then, and that's why it was so dark in the other room.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
True, but they could always record it somewhere else. Someone could record something.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Yeah, but who would have access to that? In order to show us that they filmed a video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? He could have moved it. Alright, logic dive. Here we go. The fact that it's so many different things in this moment is insane to think about. It's like a lot of different fight, or a lot of modes in this fight. Alright. Okay. Woo! Alright. There's a lot of jumping so far. Oh, took my finger off the W. Alright, give me my first question. Which part of the surveillance unit, camera unit... Oh, God! He tampered with both, I think. Died for that one. Oh, wow. It was the camera? Just the camera? Okay. I'm trying to get through this. I gotta get through this faster. So he just tampered with the camera. So what, he took the camera away and moved it? Okay. So the cameras first. Oh, that's such a trippy feeling. That is so trippy to like feel the turn. Oh god. Oh no! No! Fuck. I felt so good on that turn. I guess I was really cutting it close. Okay, I think we got the loop here. Okay, good. So we got through it. Question 2. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? No! I knew it was the hospital. It was the... I think he tampered with the one at the hospital, not the music venue, and that's what's the trick about it. I mean, the one that's at the music venue is broken. I guess. Okay, I guess. So it's the music venue, because that was the one that's broken. But what, you think that... I guess they're trying to say that I moved it, or whoever, not me, my character, the killer moved it as a result. Alright, we're getting through this. Okay, there we go. A little bit more controlled through these. So many turns. Okay. Give us the last question. Alright, question 3. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue? Increase the signal? They took it. I think they took it with them. They can't increase the signal because the only person who could do that told us straight up that it barely made anywhere. So they had to bring the camera with them. Okay, so
it's all coming together.
There we go. So yeah, so whoever did it, they took the camera and yeah, because I guess it fits it getting broken.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue.
Exactly.
With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Yeah, but the problem is it can't be a live feed because you saw her hung already from the music venue. You know, like it doesn't make sense that they would make a live feed and then you'd run there. It has to be a recorded feed.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body.
That makes less... What?
But when Hyogo's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
I mean, I doubt anybody's attention would be focused on the camera if they just saw a body hung.
Well, that's true, but... in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
He smashed it.
I see!
It makes sense now.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
Oh, it was added to the scene. That's interesting, okay.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Okay. Which means, even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. I mean, really? We're gonna Hangman's Gambit this shit? Okay. I don't know. Conference room? Sure. I think that's actually it. I mean, all the letters are there, but I need a C. Any C is gonna pop up out of nowhere? No? Alright, cool. Yep, got it. Conference. I need an R. Confer. We gotta confirm. Confer. And you see me. Alright. We actually don't even need pens anymore. Those can go away. Conference. And now we need an E. Good. We don't need R's anymore. We just need O's. Another O. Yeah. I think it even knows I figured it out. None of these work. Got it. Got it! Conference room, which is upstairs in the hospital, which is super close. I mean, it also limits who would have known where that is. I didn't even know it was up there.
That it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? A conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
Yeah.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
And that is put a curtain over the whole windows. All the windows there. To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make it clear what that work was. Well, they cleared out all the space. They also... what's it called? They covered the lights. It would definitely be the curtain. They probably brought the curtain there.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Yes, they did.
Which place resembled the other?
Conference
Did the
room.
conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Really? I thought it was the set.
Damn it!
I think it's the conference room made it look like
no way
the
and the
music
music
room.
venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Really? It wasn't. Okay, I tried. I know it has to do with the curtain.
Damn it!
Alright, there's nothing else.
There's no way the conference room. And
Let's
the
see what
music
else is
venue
in
look
here.
And the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the...
Jesus Christ, it took so long to read that. You had to just read it and think about it, because
What the killer
it was
did
bought
was-
for the theater, not for the hospital. They took the curtain from the music venue, brought it to the hospital because that was the easiest color to match, and they bought the shit one and put it at the music venue because you wouldn't think about it the second time. The first time you'd think, oh my god, it's a music venue, and run there.
Make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
Exactly.
They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident,
It was replaced with the black one.
it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
Such a half-assed comeback.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
Exactly.
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
Oh.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is... the same color as the music venue stage.
Really?
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
That's really convenient.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence.
Well, they had a candle.
Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like that at the conference room. It's gotta be that. Well, he added the candle. Something so specific.
I can prove it with this!
Like, that's so specific.
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
Not if they're trying to keep the lights down so that you would see the darkness in one room.
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
You know what's funny? Okay, now I'm starting to get it. So Ibuki was already hung at the other place. Whoever's under that hemp bag right now is not Ibuki. You could tell by the nails. You could tell by, I don't know, sheer size. So I'm gonna lay it down as I think right now. The person there recorded this in the hospital while Ibuki was already hung in the music. They already covered Hiyoko with the thing so that when you first came in, you just see Ibuki dead, so he'd leave. And then that time it allowed the killer to collect the camera, what was there, blow out the candle, hide the stepladder, go to the music venue, throw it on the floor, break it, whatever they had to do. And then, like, basically, the killer was here when we left the first time. This is a fake recording, or a fake live recording, so that we'd think someone was about to hang themselves in the music venue. So you'd run there. And then when you got there, you'd see someone already dead. But they've been dead for a long time, and that's why the AC was cranked up. So you wouldn't know the time of death. That's why the blood splatters on her feet, because it matches when Hiyoko was killed, because it's probably splattered on her flip-flops. It's explained because the stepladder doesn't have any blood on it, as well as there's no blood tracks on the stepladder. Like, there's so many connections. So whoever this is was in the hospital, which means who in the hospital was crazy enough to try to do this? I mean, it depends, because we didn't see Mikan when we were in the hospital. She was sleeping upstairs, which would have given her the opportunity to come up here and do it. Or it could have been, it could have been Makoto. It could have been, there's so many people it could have been. I just think right now, whoever it is who is in the hospital, and out of the people, Ibuki isn't in the hospital. At this point, she's dead. It was Mikan, me, Fujihiro, if he was there, and Nagito. They're the only people who were in there that I know of. It could have been any other people, could have been in there, but I just think these are the people who are here right now.
Which means, are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
No, it probably wasn't.
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
Yeah, if you place enough stuff, you just imagine it's the same thing.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner.
But it was really hard to tell.
But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
What, so you're saying the killer had enough time to clean up their mess after the fact?
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
It's true.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
Okay.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime.
Yeah, because it almost like seems like it's pinning me as the killer.
You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
It's true, and if I ran upstairs, I would have found the killer.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
No. She was dead beforehand. That was a fake recording, because we didn't see the person get hung. We just saw it cut out after that. I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before, but isn't this the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, she wasn't.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere, and that fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room, obviously.
I see!
Why would it be the fake anywhere else?
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
Correct.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
It would have had to have happened when me and Fuyuhiko weren't there. So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set up the trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly...
Maybe it was to, like, get me out of the room so they could covertly get back into their situation? I don't know.
Then naturally, the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
There's only so many people.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
I mean, I have an idea. That's right, I should already know. I should already have known who the killer is. I'm guessing Miko?
You're the only one!
She's the only one who had access to the hospital this entire time.
You're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
I mean, you're the only person who's there all the time.
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hiyoko?
Killer? Huh?
I mean, if it is you, Miko, I'm confused.
I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
No, it's not. If she was the only one allowed to be there.
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right!
I feel like this is all a ploy.
Someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
Ah, so by the same cause of an alibi, you could also say that one of us is obviously the killer.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
Which means we're really the only ones with... If anything, everybody else has an alibi and we don't, because our alibi makes us targets. Suspects.
Just a coincidence!
Uh-huh.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
It's true, like, how would I have seen the video? Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then if you insist, I'll use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead. Yeah, why would you tell me to go there?
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, You made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me.
And basically, you kind of confirmed your safety because then you ran into Fuyuhiko and were with him the entire time, thus solidifying that you did nothing wrong. I want to see what her broken personality is going to be.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
Ooh, so they have to have already been in the hospital.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Uh-huh.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
Yeah, you barely pulled through that with Nagito.
So that must mean...
Please wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
I wonder if she's like a split personality.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
It just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Yes.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I mean, she's kind of made this persona this entire time. If anything, this is like the long con.
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
I think she does this intentionally, guys, so you think down on her, but she's really probably more superior than all of us. Especially considering that she's the ultimate nurse. She would probably know where to cut somebody with the minimalist amount of effort with the most amount of efficiency.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time.
Yeah?
In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
I wouldn't change my opinion.
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Yes. Unless she can provide...
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
I mean, you were slowly trying to suffocate me in my sleep twice at this point.
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be that I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
What's up, man?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Why? Wait, are you stepping into the ring to help us, or against us?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning.
Why Mikan was here?
Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, if you're biased before you find it, you wouldn't think that she's actually the criminal. But then if you look at only the facts and not with your bias, you'd probably see that Mikan fits every situation.
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it.
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Yeah, but he likes to fuck with us, you know? And then he probably figured out the killer and he was like, wait, really?
Actually, this is a game.
A murder game, sure, Monokuma.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal!
He loves hyping it up, man. I can't.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Yeah.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
No, it's just that, you know, Monokuma intentionally put it there so you could do that. But hey.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly.
Whoa.
But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It would mean that's not new.
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Probably broke her neck.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Ah.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too.
Ah.
Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Huh?
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Ah, so this gives us the hint we should have had from the beginning. Okay.
Huh?
I get it.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Who would have the intelligence or the strength to overpower somebody's neck? Nagito's words contain a decisive clue. I would say it goes a lot more to the strength of somebody. Is that really true? Alright, I gotta make my argument again. Well, obviously rope used for hanging is the one we're supposed to use. Okay.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
She died by strangulation.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Yes.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Well,
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
yeah, but after the
Obviously,
fact.
we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Never misunderstood. Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true? What else do we
Ibuki
have?
didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
That's true.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yeah, it's just someone's
must be
lie.
it.
You gotta focus on it. Who said that? I think it was Ibuki. It was Mikon when she discussed the
So
body.
that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hung by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. Aha! We caught Mikan. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. So that's why Nagito asked her after he saw what was wrong with the rope.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
We got her.
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
Well, of course, she's the nurse. We would have asked her to tell us the cause of death.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling, just by looking.
Yeah, it would definitely be a blatant thing.
You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But you've been able to tell the body's issues. How they... I mean, you're able to tell the other ones, so I doubt that you couldn't tell strangulation from hanging.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
Yeah, there's way more contortions. The other thing would have a broken neck. I mean, broken neck was probably in both cases, but the way the skin takes the abrasions from hanging and strangulation are different.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
But she's the ultimate nurse. If anything, that would mean she's not clumsy or unskilled in that area. It is literally her like, savant position.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Why are you playing so hard to your clumsy side?
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
What?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
Oh.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? 'Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
See, but why would you say that?
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Wow. See, like, he has a very unique set of circumstances where he's okay with it.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
Well, she hasn't given a defense to it.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Wow, calling her out finally.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
Yeah, we need to get to the bottom of this. Otherwise, Hiyoko and Ibuki died for no reason.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
Okay.
'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first.
Okay.
Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Wow, here comes the real Mikan. Holy shit, we finally have a personality changer.
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Jesus.
Hey, Mikan.
Really didn't help your case here.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away.
Wow.
What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying.
Well, she gave up trying to get us to feel sorry for her, and she went to the why is everything my fault? I mean, if anything, this just says she really did it.
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
Well, she won't.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Yeah, she has to defend herself then. Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends.
Yeah, all for their own validation, you know, like just why?
That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Yeah, give an answer.
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it?
Yeah, if you didn't do it, prove it.
Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Well, there's only two of us in the hospital.
Ah, that's right. Show me your proof. Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
It's really hard to deal with her, like, flip-flopping emotions.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
Yeah, I agree, Fuyiko.
I'm not the killer. The video. I never filmed that video.
Seems like...
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
What do you mean? Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
I guess this is the final showdown.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
But why? Why only me? Am I like the magical hope of this group, or am I like the ultimate detective here? Because it's obviously that you keep relying on me because what? I'm lucky? I mean, to be fair, at this point, I've had so many timelines where I died by vote. So, could it be this was Chiaki's goal all along? What, rile her up so she fights me? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video. I guess that's true. No one else could have a fight or an argument in this.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Here we go. An argument. You know what? What's Mikan's account? Feel like I should read.
I'm not the killer!
I'm gonna read her account because you know what? Before I do anything dumb, right up until the moment the morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Yeah, that's it. Because she wasn't with me the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Buki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital... She was with me until we got to the hospital, but... she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Okay. Let's see what's up.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
I mean, yeah, who else is in the hospital?
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
No.
Or could it be the hospital slippers?
Physical.
Ibuki and Mika. Is that really? You could tell her body type just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Got her.
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
How do you know the camera angle? I mean, the dim candle, sure, but the camera angle?
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Like, how do you know what? I never said what angle. I saw a video of them climbing it and then doing it.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
So how do you know the angle?
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Bam.
So how can you? Say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself.
Caught her in her lie.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
Yeah, otherwise how would you know the camera angle wasn't suitable enough to tell the angle or tell the body type of the person?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
She lied about everything. She probably created her own fucking alibi by sleeping with me, making me think that she liked me. You know? That's why she did in the first place. She was suffocating me, and then she thought, no, maybe they'll use this my alibi. And then she said, like, oh, let's do some stuff here, or something like that. Like, she created, like, this weird situation multiple times. She even came into my room. It was weird.
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh?
Yeah, she has a mental crack.
Huh?
She just snapped.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah, she went crazy. Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
I think this is like her residual side, created because everyone blamed her for everything.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Because she recorded it.
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
Oh.
Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Wait, that's your defense, is the tote bag being a limited item?
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer.
But why do you know so much about the video?
me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
It's like literally admitting it, but not admitting it.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and the ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker, in the lowest portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. Then, when you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Okay. And just like locking on, press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you keep the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, the bullets won't be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during a fever time. If your difficulty level is set to gentle, fuck it, you don't need to reload. I guess this is a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanations for the class trials. The rest is up for you to overcome. I guess that's fine, I guess. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I are both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have some fun. I don't want true despair, but okay.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
See, it's so shady.
That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
But there's no logo on that bag.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Yeah, she probably did.
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Yeah, she fucking lost her noggin before. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. She might have actually killed them out of her being overworked and being teased all the time. I gotta do something to end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Alright, let's start our PTA discussion here. Oh man, she's got a lot of fucking...
Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already?
Ooh, God, okay.
Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me?
Jesus, this girl tried to
You
negatively
still haven't forgiven me?
kill me here.
Please, draw on me!
I think that's all I can really do though when it comes to her negative field is just overpower my way through it because it's ridiculous.
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
Bonus theater prize.
Please, draw on me!
Got it.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already?
Screw your fever. Bonus theater prize. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Ugh. Oh my god, just screw your stupid shield. Okay. Bonus theater prize. Got it.
In two places at the same time. Please, draw on me.
Bonus.
Why only me?
Wait, what?
Please, draw on me. There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
Bonus theater prize? Or theater bonus prize? But why would she get a bonus prize?
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
That takes him a long time to make one? Or that there was only 2 of them? When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. Ah, ha, ha.
Whoever bought got that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places.
Holy shit, Hajime, to remember that.
So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
You got him.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
'Cause you killed our friends.
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Basically.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over.
Yeah, you gotta give it in.
After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left. Please, just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Basically. Oh, man. Alright. We've come to the ending part here. The comic portion. Oh, I can't. Shit, I have to play through it. Right. So, what's this one say? What I saw on the monitor. No. So I can change pages. What's this one say? What did the killer do after the broadcast? Oh, Yep. Alright. Then we saw her dead. The body was hidden before. Yep. It's that. Okay, got those. Alright, last stock. This one is put it back to normal after destroying it. So we're all here, we all bust through the door. Let's go back to the beginning, what I saw on the monitor. Bang. Yep, small clue the killer left. Put it back to normal. Put it back to normal after destroying it. I guess, yeah, she put everything
Here's
there.
everything that happened
Isn't
in this
that
case.
Short of a that was pretty short for a comic.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby.
Yeah, it started blinking when it wasn't the specified time.
The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was...
the murder.
A person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there.
Exactly.
But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head.
This is like dark as shit to think about.
Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys.
Exactly.
But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue. And began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body.
Okay, so they came after me.
When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand.
So it looked like it was already destroyed there.
They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance.
Oh, like something small and thin used to hold the door locked.
However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me.
Exactly, okay.
They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
I do
Isn't that
like
right,
the
Mikon?
effects, though.
This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
That's so cool. I like the effects, like the heartbeats, like to make it more custom to her. Wow, man, that's what she did. Huh. It's clever. I think she's fully cracked.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
I wonder if she had the despair disease as well.
It's been such a long time.
Or she's just always been this crazy.
This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
What the fuck?
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Is she like hunting for this level of despair?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
What do you want now? I mean, we got through it, so I guess yay. Ah, there. Yep, that's right where we suffered. Right there. You got a B. Alright, I guess that's doable. So we did okay. We kind of fucked up a bit in some places, but alright. Cool.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
Sure, Monokuma, but I want to know what she was gonna say.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
I mean, who else could it be? I guess we got it. Unless it's gonna be like a whole full 180 like the other one. To think Mikon did it, though, is insane.
Well now.
Though it may be obvious at this point.
Correct.
You got it right again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be, like, shitting me. Are you saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
Well, that's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan, you say? I know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. You knew it, you could have caught it earlier on. Oh man, yeah, that's right. Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps...
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name, despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why. She can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. You're saying she's still sick?
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's been infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair. I guess because you would consider the nurse the embodiment of hope, and she just kind of flipped. That's the reason why I can't forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that. Are you like the embodiment of hope, or are you just hunting down hope?
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
You have a beloved?
Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, he'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me.
Jesus, what?
They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
Who is your love? I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all of that is truly...
It's love.
What love is about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? It's because you don't have anyone to love. Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well...
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I were the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me and splash me with water and kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die, that's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Akito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems like I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had remembering disease?
But
if this means you remembered something and ended up like this,
such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to the island? Don't get angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everyone's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Jesus, yeah. Are you saying this is Mikan? This is the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you're all worrying about.
You serious?
You know? No, I just remembered, that's all. I knew all about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future? Oh, shit! That's right, the symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future. Hey, just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, the organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? I know it. Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey, don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh, well, nobody really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Hell no. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when the countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that that's what it is. But who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. You were like this all along? Because if that's true, then who's the person you've been spending time with up till now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever the memories... losing memories are.
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey!
Oh, it was true all along. Our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering like this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
Fucking suicidal as shit.
I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Okay. What? Who is her beloved? So Mikan's gone. Well, let's see what's her execution. Okay. Bye-bye, ouchies. What? What the heck is this? Wait, just sent you to the fucking sun? Out of all of them, that's like the least creative. That's just... What? What? It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Saionji was Mikan Sumiki. And she's been executed? She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call this episode here. I hope you enjoyed this, I guess, fitting end to the class trial, if you want to call it that. I don't know. I'm very confused by her getting sent to the moon and back. But anyway, I'm gonna call this here. I hope to see you guys in whatever I make next. And as always, it's Tofu signing out.